I believe it's 3 o'clock in the morning. We have already done everything. We took our shower, we put on our clean clothes. We getting ready to do this walk downtown. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Yo, Jay Hustler. He's live right now. This man is live right now, you guys. And I'm telling you, he thinks he's Tommy Sotomayor. Jay Hustler ain't nothing but another Kwamite. He's another KB supporter. He tries to put on the cloak or the clothing or the hat or the shoes of Tommy Sotomayor. You will never be Tommy Sotomayor, sir. You will never be him. I followed and listened to Tommy from 2013 to 2021. Shout out to the chat. And I still got respect for that man because that man was transparent. That man told the truth. And that man don't hide behind another man. Jay Hustler might be thinking he's being positive and this and that, but I already see what the fuck he doing. He ain't fooling me. He do not fool me. You're not Soda Nation. You're a Kwamite. You're a follower under KB. And don't y'all realize that KB followed under Tommy Sotomayor way before KB came to the YouTube streets? Yo, shout out to the truth. Shout out to Tommy Sotomayor. Shout out to Team Tommy. Shout out to Soda Nation. Tommy is the blueprint. Tommy is the author. Tommy is the architect. There ain't none of these clowns on this app. Everyone that has came and tried to wear the boots or the baseball cap of Tommy Sotomayor, all of them have failed. Male and female. All of them have failed. Shout out to you, Just Jay. Good morning. Yeah, I'm on my way. Yeah, I listen to Jay Hustler sometime, but I already see what the fuck he doing. He don't fool me. He do not fool me. You can't fool the BT 1000. You might fool some of them dudes that come over there in that chat and listen to that garbage. And all he's doing the videos he's doing because he is bitter behind what some woman did to him. Ain't nobody tell that drop shot, no name, all brand nigga to pick the wrong bitch. Nobody told him to do that. Now he's mad with all black women and the entire black community. Listen to him. Listen to him a little bit more. You will see what I'm saying. When he first came on these YouTube streets and first started doing his fucking videos, he said it out of his own mouth. He was mad. He was embittered because of a woman he dealt with. She had him on child support. She had him all twisted. Did the little twist on that nigga. That's exactly what the fuck she did. And that's what niggas need to stop doing. Just because you get with the wrong bitch, you want to blame everyone else for that bitch's downfall of you. She took you down. And she did it with your help. Let me tell you something about life. Ain't nobody can destroy you or take you down or make you look bad but you. I'm walking down here where I need to be, where my back is not hurt, so I'm in a good mood. Yep. So I'm gonna walk past all this shit that I walked past yesterday when the sun was up. Shout out to the chat. But I'm just letting y'all know there's gonna be a lot of fake, phony Tommy Sotomayor coming on these YouTube streets. It's gonna be a lot of them. And he ain't the only one. He ain't the only one. But like I said, everyone that has came on this app wearing the boots and the baseball cap of Tommy Sotomayor, all of them have failed. None of them stood the test of time. Tommy was on YouTube over 8 years when Tommy got banned. I know what I'm talking about because I was fucking there. And there was a whole lot of other people that were there when all that transpired. If you don't believe me, ask Lonnie. Lonnie was there. If you don't believe me, ask Ronald Jones. Ronald Jones was there. If you don't believe me, ask anyone that followed Tommy that's on this in this sector doing videos now, or just sitting in people chat. I'm gonna do more than sit in somebody chat, because I got my own channel. I know what's going on. This is my opinion. I'm saying it out of my own mouth, what I see. And Jay Hustler, you will fail. And so will the other dude. None of you will stand the test of time. You don't know how to stand the test of time. You can't go up against bitches like me. And let me tell you something. He blaming people for his downfall, his anger, his frustration. But sometimes you gotta take lemons and make lemonade. Sometimes you gotta take your lemons or your grapefruit and make a drink out of it. Make a drink out of it. I was just on my channel, right? I was under this short video that I had shared. It was a singer. She was very popular. She was very popular during the time that she was singing. She was a French woman. She sang those beautiful songs. There was one song she sang, and it's called No Regrets. And that's what a lot of people on this app need to do. Be who you are and have no regrets. Do like Mary J. Blige said. Take me as I am or have nothing at all. For real, man. For real. I have listened to Jay Hustler in the past, and there was one time I was in the chat. I was listening to what he was talking about, and that's what he's not telling his new audience. Why he's even doing the videos he's doing. He's complaining about what's going on in the black community. Well, he's part of the fucking problem. He's part of the fucking problem. All these men out here won't even pay child support to their children. All these men out here in the free world won't even pay child support for their own children. They won't even go visit their children. But this is the bullshit that Kwame Brown is pushing on to his male followers. And that's what's wrong with a lot of men these days. They got a lot of female energy inside them. They have no mind of their own. They are bitch-like in their mentality. They are bitch-like in their movement. They are bitches with dicks. That's what they are. Shout out to the chat. Now this is the part where everything gets dark. And like I said, they ain't gonna put no lights up in here. They're not gonna put no real sidewalk up in here until they get more white people to move in this fucking neighborhood, or the Mexicans. Because the world does not want to service black people nothing. And anything they do give you, you better know it's a trick bag to it. It's a Doolittle twist. Give a fuck what KB talking about. KB can suck a bag of dicks. All I fucking care. Why you think all of them people left Kwame Brown? Why you think all them people that was following after Kwame Brown, why you think all of them left? If you don't believe me, ask Sis Rabbit Got a Wrench. If you don't believe me, ask the Rabbits. If you don't believe me, ask Queen Regina. If you don't believe me, ask Sister T. If you don't believe me, ask Ears to the Street. Ask the people that you need to ask. Ask around. Move around. It is beyond me why anyone would follow KB. It is beyond me. When he first came out, yeah, everybody was like, oh, yeah, you know, da-da-da-da-da. But then, that's when Tommy did his videos. Started exposing KB. Started exposing him. He destroyed him, he exposed him. That's what he did. I'm not here to tear down Jay Hustler or any other nigga that's on these YouTube streets trying to make a hustle, trying to fool people, and to believing that they are the next Tommy Sotomayor. They will never be Tommy Sotomayor. They will never do the things he has done. They will never say the things that he has said. They will never go where he has gone. They will never do it. Tommy Sotomayor had one of his daughters with him for many, many years. He raised that girl. He raised that girl. Ask Jay Hustler how many children he unraised. Ask Kwame Brown how many children he unraised. Them niggas gonna tell you, if they be truthful, they gonna tell you none, zero, zilch. That's what they're gonna tell you. If they be honest. They're so used to telling lies, they don't know the truth. If the truth was to slap them in the face, if the truth was to come out of the ground and slap them niggas in the face right now, they still wouldn't know the truth. They're so busy telling lies, trying to make people look bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe none I don't believe none of these Tommy Sotomayor pretenders. I don't believe none of these Tommy Sotomayor pretenders. You try and take a man's place. You didn't try it when he was here on these YouTube streets. You waited until he left. You waited until they booted him off. And half of you was behind the bullshit. All them motherfuckers trying to talk like Tommy, half of them was behind banning Tommy's channels. It don't be the people you beefing with, it'll be the people that close to you. That's why I keep telling people. Sometimes your biggest rival, your biggest enemy, your biggest obstacle are not the people. See, where I'm going, that's not my obstacle. Where I'm going, those are not my obstacles. In my bed, and sometimes in my arms. That's why I keep people out of my life. After Birdman, no more. No more. Now, Just Jay, I don't know if you're still in the chat, but remember yesterday when I took y'all on that little walk with me to where I was going, then I had cut the video short, then I did a short upload telling what the manager said. Don't you know, guess who came into my comment section after the video was done? Guess who came into my comment section after that video was done? Bishop Baby Oil. And I'm going to tell y'all something about Bishop. You already know this. You cannot give Bishop Baby Oil a chance at nothing. Y'all might come to agreement where y'all understand each other, you're not arguing with each other, you're not beefing with each other, but the man can't be trusted, and the man don't give a fuck about nobody. The man is a scammer, the man is a liar, the man hides behind the name of God, the man is using the Bible as a weapon of mass destruction. And a lot of people don't know it, but that Bible in the old days and in these days too is being used as a spell book. That Bible is a spell book for those of you that know how to spin the Bible, for those of you that know about spell work, but for those of you that know anything about how the universe works and how mathematics comes into play and all that. Shout out to the chat. I tell you, when I left the church while I was still young because I knew what they were doing. They were scamming people. I knew what they were doing was wrong. There's a lot of corruption in the church. There's a lot of corruption in the church. And they have proved it over and over and over and over and over again. During slavery, during Jim Crow, and what happened to the Native American children that was sent to live in those residential boarding schools. And when my great-grandmother was growing up, she attended one of those residential boarding schools. Because back then, what they were doing, they were taking Native American children from their families and putting them in these institutions. And the reason why they were doing that is because they want the claim to these people land or whatever money that America had to offer. Whatever was over here in America that was here for them, the settlers, the white settlers, wanted it for themselves. And people say, well, Arabia, what you saying is racist. Arabia, what you saying is wrong. No, what I'm saying is right. What I'm fucking saying is right. And it's the truth. It's history. And a lot of black people are not passing down these history lessons to their children. I got nieces and nephews right now that don't know nothing about slavery. They don't know nothing about Jim Crow. They don't know nothing about nothing. You know why? Because my brothers and sisters refuse to tell the stories that our grandparents told us, our parents told us. And when we met our original family, I remember my mother telling me stories about the Jim Crow South. That's why I say South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, all them southern states, Texas, all them, Louisiana, all them southern states is riddled with the history of what happened during slavery and Jim Crow. And people don't want to talk about slavery, okay? Don't talk about slavery. Let's talk about Jim Crow. Let's talk about how long that lasted. People want to talk about what happened to the Jews, the Jewish Holocaust. The Jewish Holocaust was only for a few years. Let's say that again. The Jewish Holocaust was only for a few years. Jim Crow was for over 100. Slavery was for over 300 years. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the motherfucking chat. Yeah. So in a little while, when I pass this laundromat, that sits on the corner right here. There's going to be a little overpass. We're going to go under. And then a few minutes after that, there is going to be a gas station store. It's a Circle K right there. It's going to be sitting on our left. I stay on the left side of the street because the right side of the street got funny style. It's got a funny style to it. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Yeah. Let me show you what I'm talking about. See? Most of the street don't even have street lights. I remember when Birdman was living, he used to get in the car with me and just drive me all around Charleston. He wanted me to know each neighborhood, what kind of people were living there, what kind of bullshit be going, what kind of tonteria be going on in certain areas. Certain stuff I learned on my own. Just like everything over there on Rutledge Avenue, anything past that laundromat, you're in deep trouble territory. Deep trouble territory. It's a lot of robberies that happen in that area. It's a lot of robberies that happen everywhere. But it's just certain areas they hit the most. You know what I mean? Especially now we getting ready to come up on the holiday season. It's getting ready to be a whole lot of bullshit out here in these streets. That's why I'm trying to get the job I need to get so I'm not doing this walk at all. This walk is an hour and 30 minutes. I've done this walk plenty of times. I know, Just Jay, I'm watching the street right now. I'm not even on there's no sidewalk, Just Jay. You see a sidewalk? This is a bicycle line. So I'm walking in the bicycle line of the street. So, but the only thing about that is, you see, there's a bend right here. There's a bend. And cars come through there. Sometimes you don't see them right away. That's why I usually jump back into the grass and go around that bush. But I'm not going to do that this morning. I don't have time. I'm trying to get down to this office. I'm trying to get down there to sign in on the computer tablet she got there. Now, if she got the paper up there, there might be a good chance I don't go out. And then I always jump up in the window to see if I'm going out. See, now today is Wednesday, so yesterday was Tuesday, the day before that was Monday. So who went out Monday and Tuesday, they'll probably be there or they probably won't be there. 9 times out of 10, because these guys all got substance abuse problems, half of them ain't even gonna show up. And if they do show up, they don't work a full day. And she knows exactly who be doing what. Instead of getting rid of them, she keep them. Instead of getting rid of them, she keeps them. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, Just Jay, I really appreciate you walking with me. Now, this used to be a laundromat right here. But I knew something was funny about this laundromat because every time I appeared down here, this place was never really open. And then maybe a few months ago, they closed it down. I don't know if they're renovating the place or what. I don't know what they're doing. There's something ahead of us. Something that's sitting in the road. Hold on. Let me see what this is. Oh, it's a cone. It's a traffic control cone. What the cone doing way up here? Because they already paved these streets not too long ago. They already paved these not too long ago. See, there's a camera right here. You see the camera? Hey, Mika, what's up? Oh, you getting dizzy? Hold on, Mika. Let me turn the camera back on to me. Is that better? Or y'all want to see my avatar? Yo, Mika, shout out to you. Thank you for coming in. Just Jay and Mika, thank you for coming in. Uh-oh. I got to get on the sidewalk, so-called sidewalk, in the grass, because here comes some cars. And the thing about them, I don't mean no harm. They try to pretend that they don't see people walking up and down the street. Like if you do walk down the street, it's best to walk down the street when the sun is up. But unfortunately for me, if I come to the office later than 6 o'clock, I will never get on no ticket. It's all about money. It's not about what's right. It's all about money now. Shout out to the chat. Hey, y'all want to see my avatar? Hold on. Yeah. You see me? That's the avatar. Yeah. So I hope that makes you feel better, Mika, and you're not so dizzy. Yeah, I wasn't holding it steady. There go one of those creeps on the damn bicycle. Yeah, he looked like he headed to the office, y'all. It'd be a lot of them. A lot of them come from North area, and they be knowing what I be knowing. If we not there before 6 o'clock, we will never get on a fucking ticket. Can you believe homeless people live down in this area right here? Nothing but tents right here. Now it ain't nothing here. They done chase all the homeless people away. Well, not all of them, but good majority of them are gone. A lot of them they put in the shelter, or they found some type of housing for them. Shoot, I remember that. I sure do. I remember when all that shit happened. Yeah. So right now we on Meehan Street Road. We're on a street called Meehan Street Road. Somebody's standing right here. See, that's the shit I be talking about. It's weird old shit. The store not too far from here. They go to the trash truck. Yeah. Oh my goodness. There we go with this water in the street. Oh God. The trash truck just went past. We getting ready to come up on where that store is at. I think I took y'all through this way before. Yeah, I think I did. It was like a lot of us in the chat that day. It was a lot of y'all in the chat that day. Yeah, all this, when it rains, all this gets flooded out a little bit. That's why I don't mean no harm. I hope she do got a job for me to go on, because if she don't, I'm going to have to walk through all this fucking water. Because because I won't be able to walk in the street like the way I'm doing right now. I might be able to. I don't know. I don't feel like getting my shoes all wet unnecessarily. You know what I mean? Word. Every time it fucking rains. That's why I hate South Carolina. Y'all just don't know. Not only is Charleston like this, but Goose Creek is like this. Monk's Corner is like this. Columbia is like this. Greenville, South Carolina is like this. This is some bullshit. And these lazy fucks down here, they can't figure out a way to get the water to drain. They can figure out everything else. They can figure out how much money to take out of your check. They can figure out how to harass you if you're sitting in front of a store too long. They could think of all kinds of bullshit on what to do to you, but they can't figure out how to help you, how to help the community, how to do anything. And that's part of their jobs. The city is over all this. All this flooded out water and all this craziness. The city is behind a lot of that shit. They were supposed to get everything fixed. They didn't get shit fixed. They just take the money and they pocket the money. Just like there's a job site not too far from where the office is at, you guys. Matter of fact, it's right across the street. It's right across the street, you guys. Anyway, to make a long story short, the people, instead of using the money to help build the place up or to finish the work for the HVAC people to come in and, you know, different people to come in and different contractors to come in. You know, they took their money and pocketed it. That's why they don't got no money to pay for people in my company to come over and work. And they don't have no money for other workers to work at that particular site. And that particular site is sweet. It's right across the street. Everybody get off at 3:30. You know, 3:30 in the afternoon. So I don't understand what's going on with that. I gotta sit down for a little bit, you guys. Whew. Yeah, I like to walk a little and I like to sit a little. Huh? What is y'all talking about in the chat? Because I'm just like looking at the chat right now. I've been looking at it on and on, but I didn't see the conversation. Let me see. Maybe you still didn't tell me where. Oh, I'm going, Just Jay and Mika. I'm going to the temp service office I usually go to be dispatched for work. That's where I'm going early this morning. And if I'm not there before 5:30, 6 o'clock, I stand very little chance of getting on a work ticket. Monday and Tuesday has passed, so there's a good chance I'll probably be able to go out today. Even if it's not for the full day, I'll be able to go out today. Hopefully. I'm not saying that it's going to happen, because the other day, you guys wasn't with me that day. It was last Thursday. I was there at the office way before the dispatcher came in. And you know they didn't send me out that day? They didn't send me out that day. So I got back on the bus and I went home. Yep. Holy shit. Fucking train. Oh, man, I don't even know how. Let's see. Oh, it's on the other side. Look where he at. I'm going to show you. That's the train tracks over there. Now, there's another train tracks right in front of us. And this is the pit stop for the trucks. Like when the trucks come down here into this area, that's where they stop at. Yeah, that's one of the truck stops. There's another truck stop not too far from here. In fact, that particular truck stop I'm thinking about is not too far from where the Walmart is in Tanger Outlet. And the only reason why I know that it's there is because me and Birdman, we used to be homeless, so we used to try to find places where we could go to wash off and get ourselves together for the next day. Because what they used to do, especially downtown, they used to have the pool open. It would stay open all that summer. And you could go in and you could take a shower, change your clothes. They had towels there for you. They had everything there for you. But as soon as the white people took over, they shut all that down. Now tell me certain things ain't done by design. Soon as the crackers, and I don't mean to disrespect my white subscribers or my white audience, but it's the truth. It's the truth. They had a situation where you go down, it was not too far from the projects. You went down there, they had a pool there, they had a shower area there, locker rooms, all that. The homeless used to go in there, and we used to take showers, and change our clothes, get towels, washcloth, whatever. But as soon as them rich white people came, they shut all that down. They enclosed the pool. They won't even let black people in there. And y'all think Jim Crow is dead? No, it's alive and well. Alive and well. It's not on welfare. It's alive and well. It's never died. It's just they just don't have the signs up anymore. There was this place that my adopted mother had took me a few years ago. It's when we first moved to South Carolina. And we was going deep in the woods somewhere, you guys. And guess where we were going? We were going to where they had buried her mother and her father. And the cemetery looked so run down and so old. I was like, how come they not buried in the other cemetery not too far from here? There was one going, I think there was one going towards Sumter, South Carolina. She said that's the way they did shit. Everything was separated by race. And people think this is a fucking joke. And I don't give a fuck what Trump do. As long as I'm here and I'm breathing, I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell the story. I'm going to have to tell it because none of my other brothers and sisters want to tell it. They all want to hide behind some kind of Jesus, or they want to hide behind some kind of Allah. They are afraid. They always been frightened. Even as kids, I remember them being very afraid. You see this? Do you see where we're walking? Do you see where we're walking? Anybody could be lurking around. But I don't have what my adopted mother used to call. She said, I don't have a healthy sense of fear. I just go ahead and do what I got to do. Regardless if there's danger or some kind of something going on. I don't have it. For some reason, I guess I wasn't born with it. I'm not, because if any of my sisters had to do this walk, they wouldn't do it. Any of my brothers had to do this walk, they wouldn't do it. Any of my cousins had to do this walk or anything like that, they would not be able to do it. You know why? Because they are afraid. They are afraid of the dark. They are afraid of their own shadow. They are afraid to speak up for themselves. They're afraid. For some reason, even as a kid, like when I used to run away from home, I wasn't worried about no sex offenders or people that were predators, sexual predators back then. I wasn't worried about that. I was worried about getting away from my home situation. That's what I was worried about. I wasn't worried about what was going on in the street. Shout out to the chat. Mika, if I live in fear, I would stay in the house 24/7. Mika, if I live in fear, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. I would be at a place called IOP. And that is the intensive psychiatric unit for people like me. I don't stay in my house like that. I like to leave out. I like to come down here, do a little bit of work, get some money, take the money and go fucking home. When it's time for me to leave, it's time. I don't hang around. Do y'all see me hanging around a bunch of people? No. And for those of you that have been with me for a couple of years, you all remember Birdman. You all remember him. Those of you that were here when he was here. Birdman, he used to love to cook, and oh man, that man used to like to go out shopping, and he was a big shoplifter too. That man would go to a Home Depot or Walmart and steal as many plants as he could steal. I remember one time I told Birdman I needed some bras, right? Now, this was a couple of years ago. This when I was homeless. This man went right in the store and started stealing all the people their bras. I said, damn. He came back with I don't know how many pairs of bras for me. If there was something I wanted at the store, let's say I didn't have no money, right? Let's say we going downtown right now. Birdman would tell me, he said, yeah, we ain't got no money. We about to get some money right now. And Birdman would go in them stores and steal. He'll go out there and make a quick hustle. You know what I mean? That was Birdman. I don't mean no harm. Me and him, we had our relationship was good and bad. We had our good days, we had our bad days. And I don't mean no harm. I miss that man. Sometimes I be at the house and I'll be listening to Sis or somebody laughing, or I'll hear a certain song, or I'll hear Sister T talking, and then all of a sudden someone say, get on the phone and call Birdman. Get on the phone, call him. Nobody answered the phone. I said, damn, ain't nobody. And you know what? Don't nobody got his phone number. Birdman been dead. He been gone since February. And nobody has that phone number. 843-708-89, and I know the rest of the number, but I like to keep certain things to myself, you know? I don't want to break the mold of that, you know what I mean? When my adopted mother died, it was Birdman that handled all the talks, all the money situation, any money that was passing from their hands to my hands. He handled all that. He got my ID. We set up the bank account. But because we was living homeless, we had to use the money to make sure we went to the motel. We had to use the money for gas in the car. We had to use the money to get by. So the money didn't last that long. What, 15? What, not even 1,500? Yeah, over $1,000, 1,500 all together. Yeah, Birdman. And then after that had happened, and other situations kept coming up, and like a day like this, let's say I didn't feel like going downtown, I could walk to his house. He lived right off of Remont. And he'd be like, what happened? You walked all the way here? Bet you won't be walking back. He didn't even have no money, but he made sure I got home. Shout out to Birdman. He died. Shout out to him. And I don't mean no harm. I do miss him. I don't miss the arguments and the misunderstandings and all that. I don't miss none of that. But I do miss him as a person and as a friend. And when he passed, at first I was like, holy shit, this shit is happening to me again. But after a certain period of time, you just get used to it. You know you're not going to see the person. You know you're not going to talk to him. You know you're not going to run into him. But there have been incidents where I run into men that look like him. Yep. Because it happened to me a few months ago, over a month ago. I was on this job. I was over at the waterfront. And I was getting ready to take me a bathroom break. So I was going across the street to use the bathroom. And before I got there, it was this dude. And he was just walking around. And I stopped. I said, oh, shit. So I started tripping. I got close. Some say, don't even worry about that bathroom right now. I got close and closer and closer. And I was like, yo, what's up? And the man looked at me. He said, oh, hey, how you doing? And I looked, and I felt so much relief. I was like, I was getting ready to start tripping. Sometimes I got to catch myself. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, Lord. Yeah, so we almost to our destination. Let's see. Yeah, Mika. I've been walking in this direction for a little while now, but I'm trying to get me a regular job, Mika, so I don't have to do all this fucking walking. You know what I mean, Mika? I ain't trying to do this walk for the rest of the summer. I'm not trying to do this walk all during the fall and all during the winter. I'm not trying to do this walk, Mika. I'm not trying to do this walk all year, Mika. But it is a good thing that I like to walk, Mika, because, you know, if I convince myself I can't do it, it won't be done. If I convince myself I can't do it, it won't be done. So, regardless of my personal feelings about doing this walk, regardless about my personal feelings about having to leave out of my house before 5:30 in the morning. You know, I have to do what I have to do to see if I can get to where I need to go. Because if I don't try, I'll never know. And I really don't want to sit in the house today and, really don't feel like sitting in the house. I did all my laundry yesterday. I straightened up the little house a little bit. And it's time for me to come out. It's time for me to come out. Yeah, child. It's time. Oh, I'm almost to my destination. Okay, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you this building. We getting ready. Uh-oh. Look like, I don't know what's going on this morning. Look like people are just standing around in the street. Now, we ran past that problem earlier where there was this creepy looking woman. She wasn't moving. She wasn't saying nothing. She was standing up, just holding her purse. Not moving, not saying nothing. There's a lot of that go on in this area of Charleston, South Carolina. I'm going to show you guys this building. Y'all ready? You see this building? Now, a few years ago, me and one of my co-workers, Mr. Montgomery, Mr. Montgomery, we was working in this building. Only thing we had to do was clean up the building. That's the only thing we had to do that day. We ain't had to do nothing else. Just take all the ram board out, sweep all the floors, get all the trash out. I was finished with all that by 1:30. There's a lot of people that be parking their cars in these empty parking lots. You guys, something strange is going on. Because there's a truck parked right there, right beside this little minivan. Usually there's nothing parked right there but that little minivan. And these bikes. Now, the only way I can take one of these bikes, you guys, I got to have my credit card information on my phone, which I don't have. I don't have that going. Shout out to the chat. I just heard a dog barking. This is something going on over here, you guys. Hold on. Let me walk in the street a little bit. Because you see, okay, I don't know if you guys see it, right? This is a dark patch right here. Feels like a creepy ass vibe right here of what's going on. See, this is the bus stop right here. Somebody is around here. That just don't usually be here. Let's move on. You guys. I don't trust it. Because as soon as I walk right there in that area, my hairs on my neck stood up a little bit. That's it. And sometimes you just get this creepy feeling, you know what I mean? So I always try to go by my first mind. Regardless if I know the area or not, I always go by my first mind, my first inclination. If something say, don't stop, I don't stop. Something say, don't sit there, don't linger too long, I don't linger too long. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. This is a nice little street right here. The Jehovah Witness temple is right here. As we getting ready to walk right up on it. See that across the street? Isn't that a nice building? You see all this grass in this area? See, the city workers are supposed to come and cut all this down. I don't know why they refuse to do their jobs. I don't know why they refuse to do the fucking job. But they're so concerned with chasing off the homeless people. They're so concerned with things they don't have no concern about. Or they shouldn't be worried about. You know, they always be worried about the wrong things. Because I remember when I was out there, and we used to sleep down there, Marion Square sometime. Them city workers that come out there be picking up trash and cutting the grass. They try to give us a hard time. Shit. And I hated being out there. I can see anything. I'm getting creepy feeling about that one person hiding in the... Yeah, you seen that, right? Oh, you seen him before I saw him, Mika. Oh, thank God I didn't stop there, Mika. Oh, you saw him before I saw him. Mika, you heard what I said? You saw them before I saw them. I didn't even see them, Mika. They were hiding in the bushes. Oh, shit. Let me hurry up and get out this damn area. Let me get out this damn area. Mika, now you they gotta have me running down the street. Mm-hmm. I did not even, I knew somebody was there, Mika, but I didn't see them. Because I had that creepy feeling. As soon as we walked up there where them bushes are at, Mika, I had that creepy feeling. Some say, do not sit there. Because usually I sit there for like a few minutes, you know, to catch my breath and stuff. Because, you know, I'm a big girl and my back be hurting sometimes. So sometimes I sit there for, you know, like a few seconds, like maybe a minute or two, then I'll get up and I'll walk again. But I knew something was strange when I saw that truck there, and I knew there was something strange when I saw that cooler there. I said, oh, shit. Let me get the fuck out of here. But you saw them, Mika, for real? You said they were in the bushes, Mika. I didn't even see them. Well, thank God you were looking, Mika. Mm-hmm. You were looking. Now, that's the good time to be nosy. You could tell me when the danger is coming. Like, let's say I'm not aware, right? Let's say I'm walking around, looking around, and I'm used to sitting somewhere, and some say, don't sit there. You can keep going. Don't sit there right now, you know what I mean? But right now, we are at U.S. Foods, and they have a little area where you can sit down and stuff. Yeah. Just gonna sit down for a few seconds. But as soon as we see any danger, we get... I better make sure ain't nobody around here. Because we got a lot of creeps in this area, you guys. The creepy crawlers. Mm. Oh, you didn't see nobody in the bush? I don't know. You might have seen them and you try not to scare me. Well, sometimes you got to say what you see. Because it's just like I said, sometimes this is why I do the walks I do. Like sometimes I'll have the camera on me, or sometimes I'll have the camera on the street. And sometimes my audience will let me know, hey, we see this creepy crawling person there, or we see a weirdo not too far from where. Yeah, my audience has actually come in and said shit like that to me. We don't trust that area. Hurry up and move out of that area. Walk a little faster. Can you run? I can run. But it ain't going to be like the way I used to do it when I was smaller. That's another reason why I got to lose this fucking weight. That's another reason why I got to lose this. But anyway, you guys, right? I'm going to tell y'all something. Let me turn the camera on me. A few seconds. Yeah. Before I left the house, right? I was on one of my short videos I had shared on my page, on my channel, on this channel right here, right? And a lot of people really loved that song. They really loved it. And what it was this woman named Edith. I forget her last name. I forget how to pronounce her last name. But her name is Edith. She was a French lady, and she used to sing professionally. You know, she was born around World War II. Her mother abandoned her when she was a baby, and she grew up in her grandmother's house, but the grandmother was a madam. The grandmother was a madam because the grandmother had a brothel. Anyway, to make a long story short, the woman grew up and, she went through different trials and tribulations. Her story sounds very similar. It's a little similar to Judy Garland. And I'm not trying to compare the two women, but neither one of these women made it out of their 40s. Both of these women died at the age of 47, and they were alcoholics. Yeah. So as I was reading about her life story, I had to go back and play the song. And the song is called No Regrets. That's what the song is called. No Regrets. And you can listen to it. And she sings it in French. A lot of people, over 1,000 people came over and to listen to that song. Over 1,000 people. I don't know how many people wrote in the comment section up under that video how much they loved it, who it was that was singing the song, and and I was like, oh my God, people really love this woman. They really did. Just like sometimes when people share like Whitney Houston songs, a lot of people write under the comment section, oh, Whitney, we miss her so much. Oh my God, we can't believe that she gone. And then there was one particular day I had shared a song that Phyllis Hyman had did a couple of years ago before her death. You know how many people wrote up under the comment section, how many times people had viewed the whole video, didn't turn away. I mean, yo, that's what I'm saying. Like, people they can miss me with this and that. It's just like, I have spent good portion of my life drinking, okay? So as I got older, and I didn't realize that all the drinking I was doing was affecting my liver until recently. And the doctor informed me that I had a fatty liver and I need to quit drinking totally. So I haven't had a drop of alcohol in a month now. For over a month now, a little over a month. And there are some people on these YouTube streets who don't like that. They don't like the fact that I'm trying to get sober and stay sober. And they don't like it because, and I'm going to tell you why some people don't like it. They don't like it because now they feel like, oh, the alcohol is gone. We can't take advantage of a baby like the way we want to. You know, it's a lot of that. A lot of motherfuckers thought when Birdman had passed away that they was going to be able to influence me to do certain things. I'm not talking about people so much on the YouTube streets, but I'm talking about like in my real life. Like when a lot of people found out that Birdman was gone, he had passed away, a lot of them try to be sneaky. A lot of them trying to push up on me, trying to, I guess, convince me to be with them. But I said, I'm not getting involved with these people. I said, I don't even know these people. But there was a lot of people that he knew out on these streets. And I'm telling you, people will wait. And I'm telling you, they had to wait a long time. They had to wait more than a year. People are waiting more than a year to destroy you. Oh, you got some real enemies. You got some real enemies. That's why I can't trust people. I can't trust people. Not in my real life. I can't. They can't be trusted. They can't be believed. Nothing. Can't. Because there was this one dude I knew. Okay, he's one of Birdman's relatives, a distant cousin of Birdman. And he didn't know that Birdman had passed away. So he was like, oh, Arabia, I ain't seen Birdman in a while. Where he at? And I said, well, Birdman passed away. And then I took my phone and I showed them the obituary. Let me tell you something. And I want everyone to listen to this. Like and share this video. I want everyone to listen to this. People will wait. You don't know who's your enemy. And everybody that smile on your face is not your fucking friend. Everyone that offers you something is not your friend. Let me tell you something. People were waiting. I met Birdman a couple of years ago. Me and Birdman had an on and off relationship. But as long as he was living, them dudes, they ain't try nothing. They ain't try to come and, hey, Ray, what's going on? Ray, they didn't even know my name. They didn't even know my fucking name. They just knew where I fucking worked. Let me tell you something. As soon as they found out he was gone, oh, well, Ray, I can get this and that for you. Some say, don't trust him. Why wasn't they friendly when he was here? Why wasn't they trying to figure out things when he was walking around? Sometimes people will wait for your protection. Wait for your angel to be gone. And then they will strike. Then shall they strike. And they will come, and they're not coming out of nowhere. You be knowing these people for years and years. You don't work with them. You don't broke bread with them. You don't smoke the cigarette with them. You drink the beer with them. You don't partied with them. But those are the same people that are waiting to take you down. Those are the same people that are waiting to destroy you. Those are the same people that want to destroy everything that you have. Want to take it away. Want to take it away. That's why I said sometimes when I walk down the street, I ain't worried about people that don't know me. I'm not worried about these strangers. I'm not worried about anything happening to me. Not by a stranger. It's the people that you know already. And trust me, you've been knowing them for over a year. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the fucking chat. Now, what the fuck is that? See, I gotta watch these streets. I gotta watch these streets, man. Always keep your eyes open. Don't take nothing for granted. Always keep your eyes open. There's danger everywhere. And sometimes you gotta face the danger. Sometimes you gotta confront these people. Trust me. There was one particular day I was on the job and this man just came out of nowhere. And I started woofing and shit. I told him, I said, let me tell you something. Number one, I don't come out here to woof with nobody. I don't come out here to argue with nobody. I just come to do my fucking job. And number two, I ain't come out here to find no fucking boyfriend. If you're looking for a patsy, if you're looking for a doormat, you came against the wrong person. I'm not she. I'm not she. So go and talk to someone else. Right after that, I never had no more problem at him. Sometimes you got to confront people head on. You got to let them know that you mean business and you ain't playing around. Sometimes I don't care how much they be woofing and barking at you. You better open up your mouth and say what you got to say and keep it moving. I don't mean no harm. Some people say, well, YouTube is different from the real street. Not really. Not really, because the same way I talk to these dudes on the YouTube streets, the same way I talk to these dudes out here. Ain't no different. Ain't no different. It's just somebody's hiding behind a screen and the other person is actually standing right beside me. So I know who my real enemies are. Wolves in sheep clothing. That's why I tell people, do not trust Bishop Baby Oil over there. I call him that school food. He know why I'm calling him that. I think I'm the only one in the sector that calls him that. Nope. I know that's right. Yeah, that's why I keep telling people. And I heard, because the little birdie, see, even though I try not to type in his chat, because I already told Bishop Baby Oil, don't bring his black ass back over to my fucking chat. And I be fucking meaning that shit. Because he come over there to kill and destroy. Bishop is one of the ones, he don't want me to get sober. He want me to be drunk. He's very disappointed that it has not happened. I know a lot of them are disappointed. See, once that fog started clearing and I started talking with more common sense, I said, why was I fooling with this person? Why did I believe this person? Why did I even have a conversation with this person on my own channel? I should have ignored them like the way I did before. But trying to be nice, sometimes you can't be nice. I hate to say it like that, shout out to the chat. But sometimes you can't be nice to niggas. And let me see what time it is. Oh shit, you guys. Oh, it's only like 4:12. It's only 4. Wow, we got here a little bit earlier than expected, you guys. Hold on. We got here a little bit earlier than expected. Wow. I really want to thank all of you for walking with me. Just Jay, Mika, and for all those that are in the bushes, because Amika and Just Jay, you know, I got a lot of ghost watchers. Okay, right now, you guys, we're on Meeting Street. Let me show you where we at, so you guys will know where we at. See that sign right there? It says Meeting Street. See all these rows of houses? Now, these are some nice houses. I hate for any black people to be living in them because they all be selling all the houses. Yeah, the city is getting a lot of old school black people to sell all their homes. You see this property right here? I don't know who lived there, but I know they got high taxes right there because it's on the corner. This house is on the corner. That house is on the corner. You see this right here? Where this bypass is at? If you take this way will take you to Food Lion and Hampton Park. Shout out to the chat. Half mile north. So we're in North Charleston. Not North Charleston, we're in downtown Charleston. We just left from North Charleston, we're downtown. We're downtown Charleston. This is where I lived when I was homeless. And sometimes we used to sleep on people's porches. Sometimes, depending on which neighborhood we was in, we used to sleep on people's porches. Get up early in the morning before the people get up and discover that we're there. We'll clean up our mess and then get gone. Yeah, man, there's a lot of people down here that do that. They will sleep on other people's porches. Shout out to the chat. Yeah. Yeah, I heard that, rumor has it, I heard that Bishop Baby Oil and Kev Lowe are supposed to be joining forces, I guess, to make a religious group on these YouTube streets. Let me tell you something, you guys. Number one, you can't trust Bishop and you can't trust Kev Lowe. Y'all better not trust Kev Lowe and Bishop Baby Oil. They are trying to run a scheme and a scam. Believe me when I tell you they are trying to run a scheme and a scam, because everybody knows Kev Lowe loved the big money. Everybody on these YouTube streets know how much Kev Lowe liked to beg for money. And Bishop Baby Oil, he trying to get close to Kev Lowe because Bishop Baby Oil is trying to get back into bus life. They kicked him out a few months ago. We all remember when it happened because I believe Sis reported on it. Shout out to Sis, the Rabbit King over there. Sis Rabbit got a wrench. Shout out to him, and shout out to the rabbits. Shout out to the rabbits. You know, I remember when the rabbits was a part of bus life. I remember when they was a part of We the People. I remember when they left from being under KB. KB didn't want nobody to question him or his methods. KB didn't want nobody to have their own mind. And Sis and the rabbits kept asking questions. They kept asking questions and kept asking questions and kept being inquisitive and kept saying, we don't agree with this. We don't agree with that. All of a sudden, there was a rabbit trial and they charged Sis and the rabbits with all kinds of philanderous charges. They took him to kangaroo court. Him and, the other rabbits, they all, they were found guilty. And they didn't let that stop them. They said, oh no. Sis said, oh no, I ain't gonna let nobody stop me. Sis said, oh hell no. Ain't nobody gonna destroy Sis Rabbit got a wrench. And Sis went out there and Sis got focused and Sis spoke to the rest of the rabbits. Come on, y'all. We can do this thing. We can rock this place. And the rabbits been rocking ever since. Shout out to the rabbits. Shout out to the rabbits. Oh, Lord, I sing their praises forever. But there are some days when I don't agree with them niggas. Let me tell you something. If you want people to keep it real with you, you would accept the fact that ain't everybody going to agree with you. People going to disagree with you. People going to argue with you. People going to fuss with you. People going to fight with you. Teeth and tongue fall out. That's an old saying. Teeth and tongue fall out with each other. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Oh, yeah, you guys. We're getting closer to the destination. We're getting closer to the destination. Now, I don't want to be there too early. But I got to get there before 5. I want to thank everyone for coming and walking with your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa, the BT1000 on this shit. But I'm telling you guys, do not trust Bishop Baby Oil. Do not trust Kevlo, because both of them niggas are scheming and scamming, and they trying to find ways to get some money out of people. It wasn't enough that Kevlo came to these YouTube streets. See, Kevlo didn't have to work for his channel. Everything was handed to him. Everything was handed to him from KB. He didn't have to work for his channel like Sister T had to work for her channel. He didn't have to work for his channel like Queen Regina had to work for her. Queen Regina, that's my girl and everything. And I love Queen Regina. I think the world of Queen Regina. And I know that she like Kevlo and them, but it's just something about him I don't like. I don't like him. I don't like KB. I don't like TJ. I don't like any of the Kwamites. It's just something about those niggas that rub me the wrong way. And I will die and go to hell or heaven saying the same thing. Do not trust Bishop Baby Oil. Don't trust Kevlo. Don't trust none of them Quamites over there, because all they looking for is a quick dollar. You see this church right here? You see this church right here? Now, don't they got a few guys on these YouTube streets that are claiming to be Christians and, you know, Dinkins in the church or whatever? They fake and phony. They fake and phony. Don't believe them. Don't believe them. I would believe Ted Bundy before I believe any of those Quamites. I would believe the BTK killer before I believe any of those Quamites. I would believe Charles Manson before I believe anything those Quamites over there talking about. And for those of you who don't see it, you will see it soon come. Soon come. Shout out to the chat. But yeah, you guys, this has been quite an experience, quite a walk this morning. Yes. And let's see how long this walk has been. Ooh, we got four more minutes before it's be an hour and 30 minutes. So we took a little bit longer, but we got here quick. I can't believe how quick we got here. Oh, we got here quick, you guys, because Mika had told me someone was in the bushes and I couldn't take the chance. So I had to hurry up and get out of there. My fat, chubby ass had to hurry up and get out of there. Shout out to Mika. Shout out to Just Jay for coming over and spending time with the girl, Arabia Barbosa. 914, Washington County, New York. We still in South Carolina for right now. I am who they call me, who I am. The BT 1000, aka the Dreamer Creeper on this shit, aka Lucy the Vampire, aka the German Shepherd in the goddamn room. And this German Shepherd is telling y'all, do not trust Bishop Baby Oil or Kevlo or anyone on these YouTube streets that are talking about God and using the Bible. I don't care the Bible. I don't care if they use the Quran. I don't care if they use the Torah. When you hear them say, can you please don't do it? I'm telling you what they're all about. Schemes and scammers. They should call this sector the scheming victim scammers. No, you can't do that. They already said that this is, what is it, the SVS sector? The sorry victims, something sector, I forget. But I'm going to tell you something. This sector was better off without the Quamites. Let me say that again. This section of YouTube was better off without KB and his Goonies over there. The jock strap sluts over there. The drop shot, no name, off-brand, drag nasty, pathetic dweeb, Makundu creep, weirdo, pathetic beta males over there. Shout out to the chat. Because they're nothing more than mentirosos. They're nothing more than payasos. They're nothing more than pendejos. They're nothing more than vatos. They're nothing more than any of those things I just said in Spanish. Makundu means anus. Anus hole in Swahili. Shout out to the chat. I'm telling you, every time I hear about them, you know what I be saying to myself? Nini kuzimu kila wakati. Nini kuzimu kila wakati. And sometimes I be telling my people, Twendi zetu. Twendi zetu means let us go. our own way. Kuja na mimi means come with me. I'm saying it all in Swahili. Ven aquí conmigo, mi gente. Ven aquí conmigo, mi gente. I'm saying it in Spanish. Come with me, my people. Come with me, my people. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, I'm almost to my destination, you guys, so I'm going to cut this video. Right now, thank everyone for coming. Only got like 15 more minutes to go. By the time I get there, she should be opening the door. Hope she's not playing hating on me this morning. Hope it ain't no funny style going on, because I ain't got time for the bullshit. Really don't. I don't have no time for tonteria. Hey, oh, Mika, I hear, oh, Mika, you trying to say Makundo? Mika be tripping me out. I thank you, Mika. I thank you and Jess J for coming over. Jess J tried to hang with me as long as she could. Yes, she did. I appreciate Jess J. And all the other ghosts, the ghost watchers, you know, because I'm a ghost whisperer. But I thank you and Jess J for coming over. I sure do appreciate you guys coming. I appreciate everyone that comes to my channel and supports the channel. I appreciate your view. Like and share the video. Take your screenshots now. Take your screenshots now. Like and share the video. Cocotazo, the like button. Cocotazo, the share button. Cocotazo, cocotazo, cocotazo. Yeah, hit that button. Like and share, please. Thank you. Oh my goodness, you guys. We getting ready to come up another overpass. See, this is another place where the homeless people used to hang out. See, somebody walking up the street right now. I see them. No, they're not walking. They're on a fucking bicycle. Yeah. Who be riding a bicycle 4:30 in the morning? Who does that shit? Some kind. Oh, damn. I just seen who it is. It's one of the sex offenders. He's a sex offender. Predator. And the only reason why I know about him is because of what happened a few years ago. One of my homegirls, she found out about him. Fucking weirdo creep. Always hanging around. No. He always be hanging around the homeless shelter. He always hang around the where the soup kitchens be at. He always hang in this area. I was thinking he was not homeless, and I don't think he's homeless. I think he live in a house not too far from here. From what I understand, he live in a house not too far from here. Some white woman is following him up and down the street right now. He done got that white woman to trust him. A lot of you white women, y'all need to. I know some of you are street smart, and you don't need me to tell you this, but I'm going to tell the white women too. Stop trusting these niggas. The black ones and the white ones. Because I don't mean no harm, you guys. Some habits die hard with me. Some habits die hard with me. When I see a white person hanging with a black person late at night or early in the morning like this, immediately I think drugs. Immediately I think prostitution. Immediately I think of something that might not be happening, but probably is happening. right in front of my face. You know what I mean? I just like to call it out. That's the way I see it. But when I seen that guy on the bicycle and the hairs on my neck started, and I said to myself, I cannot allow him to see me walking down this way anymore. Because that man, he is a sex offender straight to the straight. Somebody ought to cut off his balls and his dick and put it right in his fucking mouth. I'm serious. We got a lot of sex offenders walking around, and I don't see what the point of them walking around. They're not a help to anyone. They're taking up space. They breathing air. People could be breathing. When they get caught up and had to go to prison, why do the authorities let them out? And sometimes some of these jerks, they don't even stay in prison more than 3 months, 6 months. The most they might do is a year. I'm talking about South Carolina. I'm talking about Virginia. I'm talking about Connecticut. I'm talking about New York. I'm talking about New Jersey. I'm talking about these different states. I'm talking about all over the United States. When they get fucking locked up, I believe they should not let them back out. Matter of fact, I believe they should just go ahead and put them out of their fucking misery. That's what I think. That's my opinion. It's harsh. I don't give a fuck because they don't give a fuck about their victims. They should keep their hands to their fucking selves, but they can't find a way to keep their hands to their fucking selves. They have to victimize people. And a lot of them walk around with that fucking attitude like they didn't do nothing wrong. There's a lot of them that really think like the way Predator 101 over there think. They think they don't do shit wrong. They call the victim a liar. They call the victim the aggressor. They call the victim all kinds of names instead of the victim. Because that's who they fucking are, victims. You know what I mean? There's no help for them. In the state of New York, sexual deviants. Shout out to the chat. Hey, Uncle L. Good morning, Uncle L. So we got Uncle L, Mika, and Just Jay in the chat. And we got a few ghost watchers. Shout out to the whole chat. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, but what I'm thinking, and this is my thought, this is my opinion. I'm thinking like this. Half of them believe that they don't do nothing wrong. Half of them believe that their victims are the ones to go after. That's what the old-timey thinking is. You know what I mean? I grew up in a house where I was being sexually abused, and it kept going on for years. From the time I was 9 all the way until I was 14. When I left home, I never went back. When I went to prison, I stayed in prison for 6 years, 7 months. When I got out, the person that sexually abused me died 2 weeks later. 2 weeks later. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the universe. And I don't mean no harm. All sex offenders need to stop breathing right now. Just drop dead. Drop dead. Right where they stand. If they in the bed sleep, they need to drop dead in the bed. If they're on a job somewhere, they need to drop dead on the job. And some people say, you shouldn't be saying things like that because, you know, you encouraging people to dislike other people. No, I'm not encouraging nobody to do nothing. I'm just saying what I think should happen to them. I'm putting my opinion out there. Nobody else said nothing. Ain't nobody else said no. Nobody has hit the link and say, well, Ray, I agree with you, and da 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 da. No, ain't none of that going on. Ain't none of that going on. Child to the chat. But sometimes certain things need to be said out loud, regardless of the consequences. Certain things need to be said out loud, regardless of who get offended, regardless of who get mad. I don't give a fuck who get mad, because whoever get mad at what the fuck I'm saying, they getting mad because they are what Predator 101 is. They're a sex offender, but they just don't have it on their jacket. It's not on their record. They haven't been found out yet. But everyone that supports the Predator 101 over there, they're all just like him. Even the females. Even the fucking females. And that makes it even worse. That makes it even 10 times worse when a female is agreeing with certain bullshit, or a female is a certain way. When I was growing up, I used to hear the term, what is worse than a drunk man is a drunk woman. What is worse than a drunk man is a drunk woman. What is worse than a homeless man? A homeless woman. What is worse than a homeless man? A homeless woman. What is worse than a drug-addicted man? A drug-addicted woman. That's an old saying. It's old. And people expect more from women because women are naturally supposed to be mothers, nurturers, nurturers and all that. I said nurturers. But that's not the case all the time. That's not the case all the time. Because if that was true, I would have never grew up in the fucking foster care system. That shit would have never had happened. If all women was meant to be mothers. That shit would have never had happened. But it happened. So, nothing you can do about it. Water under the bridge, so to speak. Water under the bridge, so to speak. I hate when I be walking up the street, somebody homeless will be walking up the street, right? And they'll see me talking on the phone, and they'll be staring. Like, who she talking to? None of your fucking business, none of you. All up in my mouth. All up in my grill. Damn. I tell you guys. And you don't get those same stares when you go to New York, or you go to New Jersey, or you go to Vermont, or you go to Massachusetts. The stares that they be giving me, you don't get that when you up north. You up north. You know where I would like to go visit? And I don't mean no harm. I would like to go visit Boston, Massachusetts. I would like to go visit there because a lot of my relatives live too. A lot of my relatives live in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Virginia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, California, the Cape Verdean Islands. But believe it or not, my people that live in the Cape Verde Islands, and for those of you that don't know where Cape Verde is in Northwest Africa. So when my great-grandfather came to this country, he came from that country. But he didn't look. He looked like a white man. He wrote on the piece of paper he was white. That man spoke 7 different languages. Yep. That's how they do shit. Because back then, they didn't want black people from other countries coming to this country. Matter of fact, when he came to this country, he couldn't even leave from Cape Verde. He had to go all the way to Portugal, because that's where his father was from. He had to go all the way to Portugal just to get the right kind of paperwork to come to the United States. Last name Barbosa de Soto. That's the entire family last name. Barbosa de Soto. They cut it short. When you come to this country, they cut your name short. They cut it short. For what reasons, I don't know. They just cut it short. So his original last name was Barbosa de Soto. Not just plain Barbosa. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, I'm almost to my destination, you guys. So I might go live later, or I might do a little short upload. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. Let me show you something. Before I go. You see that building right there? See, I'm at my destination. That's the building where the people are doing the construction work, but they took the money and pocketed it. They took the money and pocketed the money. So now they can't even finish the job right now. They might wait a whole 6 months, maybe to a year to finish this building. Tamika, good morning. Good morning, Tamika. Shout out to you. All right, you guys, I'm almost there. I'm going to shut this down, but I will not shut you out of my heart. And I thank everyone for walking with me, for spending this time with me this morning. It was very fun. It was a lot of fun. It was very interesting. I had a lot of fun. I wasn't even tired. I wasn't even bored. I didn't even get upset that one time. Mika had me rushing down here a little bit more because she said somebody was hiding in the bushes. Shout out to Mika. Shout out to Tamika. Shout out to Uncle L. Shout out to Just Jay. I want to thank everyone that came over. For those that are not here, there will be a replay. So shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. I'm out. Peace, y'all. Thank you. One.